Welcome! Today we're going to talk about this lovely 2022 Honda Odyssey EXL that we have for sale. The EXL is right in the middle of the grade walk. There's 5 grades and the EXL is slapped out in the middle. It's not the most loaded. It's not the most basic. It's kind of like the Goldilocks right in between. Very well equipped with features. You have this nice leather interior, power liftgate. The EXL also gets extra USB ports. Recently facelifted in 2021, makes 2022 a great year for the Honda Odyssey. And while minivans are not glamorized by any means, kids aren't hanging pictures of minivans up on their walls, but they are very practical and they've come a long way. My family owned a lot of minivans back in the 90s, and they were not the greatest things in the world as far as driving enjoyment and creature comforts, but they did, have a lot of space compared to, station wagons or sedans. But the Odyssey and minivans of modern times are much, much better. This is a powerful V6 pumping out 280 horsepower, enough to rocket this to 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. That's sports car territory not too long ago. You have a lovely interior, great driving dynamics, and you really can't beat the space and practicality of a minivan. Even a crossover SUV does not have as much space as a minivan. And you're able to take some of the seats out, fold some of the seats down flat, turning it into like a cargo van. And the flexibility as far as space and cargo-ness, you'd have to really get like a full-size like SUV to even rival the amount of space you have in a minivan. And even a full-size SUV like a Chevy Suburban in certain ways doesn't even have as much space as this for the seats folded down. So we have this nice leather interior, we have a moonroof, heated front seats, great infotainment system, parking camera. You can also change the views depending on the way you're parking. Great climate control system. You have dual zone climate control in the front. We have rear climate control. We have great driver's assistance features. We have a steering assist, adaptive cruise control. This one only has 25,719 miles on it. It's a clean Carfax vehicle. Steering wheel paddle shifters. We have a power rear liftgate, power sliding doors, memory seats for the driver, and we have a blind spot warning as well. Nice color combination on white and charcoal leather. We have nice WeatherTech all-season mats. Nice comfortable accommodations on the rear. We can sit 3 across in the second row seat, and then they're individually adjustable on the second row, making them very comfortable. They recline, they slide back and forth. Then we have this button right here to manually open and close it, or you can also use this handle right here. We have integrated sunshades, which is great for the youngsters. And the windows also roll down. In the olden days, the minivans, these windows would not roll down, and you had like the rear windows would vent a little bit, but that's about it. So much better. And the third row seats are fairly spacious as well. Even a full-size adult like me would be fairly comfortable back there. Obviously great for kids. As mentioned, we have a rear power rear liftgate. We have this nice recessed cargo area right here where the third row seats can fold flat. And then when it comes time to folding them, they stow fairly easily. There we go. So as you can see, it folds fairly flat, very easily. Easily done with one hand. And then you have to manually remove the second row seats, which is not too bad. They easily remove. I think they weigh about 60 pounds each, so you might need an extra person. But even with the third row seats folded flat, you have a lot of cargo space back here. And if you really need to go crazy as far as cargo space goes, then the second row seats are removable, just a little bit more work. And then unfolding them is just as easy. You can do it with one hand. Great seat design on Honda's part. Styling's really nice on the Odyssey as well. They did a great job. Obviously it's not as sleek and sexy as a coupe or sedan, but for a minivan it looks really nice. And then as I mentioned, we have that 280 horsepower V6, enough to rocket the 0 to 60 in about 6.5 seconds. And with Honda reliability, these engines can go 200,000+ miles without too much fuss. Very well built vehicle, great reputation. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hope to see you soon and have a wonderful day.